What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. And today I have a very exciting model review for y'all. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Phoenix 1:400 scale American Airlines Boeing 767-300ER in the chrome Oneworld livery. What a unique aircraft this is. Never thought we would be seeing this in 1:400 scale, but we sure are, and it's time to take a look at this model. I hope all of you are excited for this. Let's go ahead, not waste any further time, get started with the box. So here's the box, everybody. Again, very surprised that Phoenix did this. Certainly was not expecting them to start 2023 with their surge of US related aircraft. Actually, they kind of started that in 2022, but anyways, really kicked it into gear with regards to the American carriers in 2023. This model is a prime example of it, along with others. So what a unique box we have here, though. We have the Boeing 767-300ER title. You got the O for one, which I thought was quite cool that they did the box like that. Here's the CGI of the aircraft. Got some blue in the back, all that. This is a 3-set aircraft, so we have the non-winglet one, which I got, and I'm also highly considering now getting the winglet one. I have the Gemini Jets one that used the Phoenix mold, but I kind of want to put them all together, so we'll see. Anyways, 39-5 Alpha November, 1:400 scale. Rest of the box is pretty standard for Phoenix, although they certainly colored it up with the red, gray, and blue. There's the back of the box, all pretty standard, but really cool box and definitely quite unique, a little hybrid between what Gemini would do and what Indy models would do, I would argue. Anyways, though, what matters at the end of the day will be the model aircraft itself. And Phoenix did truly a stupendous job on this aircraft. I really don't see much to criticize, nitpick, etc. This is definitely one of their best molds, hands down, in my opinion at least, and I think many would also agree with that. Not to mention the polish on this aircraft, and the rest of this aircraft turned out really well. So certainly a really nice one. I'm very excited to take a look at this and hope all of you are as well. We're not going to waste any further time. Let me get the camera turned right here, get us zoomed in, and we'll go ahead and take a look at this model aircraft. So again, really cool one indeed. Let me get it propped up properly. See if we can get it centered there a little bit, and let's go ahead and take a look at this aircraft. Already starting right here, we got the cockpit windows and of course the wardrobe malfunction here with the gray. This livery was not around for very long with winglets. Now, there was a non-winglet one as well, but I think it only lasted for 2 or 3 years, so there's only so many photos to go off of, and I think the majority of them did have a nose cone like this, so that's what you would expect. Get the nose landing gear door. Of course, Phoenix models, they have that really cool metallic piece for the landing gear, so that's really cool to see on the actual root itself, or the rim, I guess. And of course you got the axle, which is nice there as well. You got the Oneworld logo. Also notice how the pin's reflecting. It's quite awesome to see that. But anyways, here's the Oneworld logo, a bigger one than what you'd find on the chrome aircraft. It would be like this one over here on the right. Speaking of which, here's the L1 door. You get some nice details throughout, very noticeable, so that's awesome to see. Member of Oneworld, it looks really nice here on this aircraft. You can see how gorgeous the polish is on it. Again, was not expecting to be able to pair this one up with the 777 and the 757, which I'll get for you later in the video, but how cool is that to see? Remember Oneworld, then you got the American Airlines down here. Here's the antenna along with the beacon, and let's see. Of course, you're going to have first class and a little bit of business, then you get economy plus before you get economy. Then you got the wing root right here. This is a 2-piece mold, but they did do a very good job with it, so that's awesome to see. You got the leading edge light right here along with the slats. Then you have your gorgeous engines right here. Let me go ahead and scoot it up because we need to get a better view of that so we can see what we're talking about. So there's the engines. They look really good. You do have some pretty solid fan blade detail too, so that's certainly awesome to see. There's kind of a nice little nose perspective, by the way. Kind of looks like Gemini, kind of doesn't. It's kind of cool to get the variety there, I would argue. Then, of course, you got the slats right there along with the American AA.com winglets. It looks very similar to the Gemini one because obviously it's the same mold, so essentially it's the same model. The only major difference that the Gemini doesn't have that the new Phoenix does is the antennas, so definitely gonna have to consider getting it just for that. But anyways, it looks amazing. Let's see here. You got the flaps and slats back here too, along with the emergency wing exits. You got 2 of those on this aircraft on both sides. Then you got this little piece right here. I don't think it had Wi-Fi box at the time, so good job by Phoenix for accurately representing that detail. You get the gray area that all American Airlines chrome planes seem to find a way to have. Then, of course, you got the main fuselage back here with all your economy seats. Of course, American used these on a variety of routes, but typically they were used on transatlantic services from the East Coast and even Dallas, and then, of course, Miami to South America and some of those destinations too. Then you got the back antenna here as well. Then you got the L2 door with the registration November 355 Alpha November. You got a little baggage door right there too in the gorgeous American Airlines tail, which looks really nice. They did a good job on this aircraft, getting it nice and centered. I would say it's the leveling's a little off, but not a huge issue. And what I mean by that is the AA seems a little crooked down, if that makes sense, to the left, but again, it's not a huge issue by any means. So certainly a good job here by Phoenix for knocking it out. You also got the horizontal stabilizers along with the APU details. So all in all, really solid effort here in reference to the design. We'll just say that. Right side of the aircraft also really nice. Pretty much a clone from the left outside of the baggage doors, which sit right under that Oneworld logo right there. So that's certainly really nice to get to see on this aircraft. It looks really good. Also really interesting to note that I missed in the first round, this piece underneath the second emergency exit. So that's certainly very cool. I'm not sure if that's a raft or what that is, but certainly cool to see that compartment there, which is really nice. Sometimes you'll miss details with how brightening the polish is, but that's certainly a good issue to have, I would argue. You also have this detail that I missed on the other side as well, unless if it wasn't there. A really interesting note, the back door here is actually smaller in width than the front door. So let me see if I can get them both in the frame. Yeah, so you can kind of see here, this one's much wider than this one. Typically, I've always seen 767s with this size. However, this one is an exception as it has a smaller door, also with some different panel details. So very interesting note and good job by Phoenix for representing those details on this particular aircraft. So certainly very interesting there, hands down, no question asked. Top of the aircraft looks very good, very simple details. It looks like a Phoenix 767 to me. It's more of a look than a physical character trait, if that makes sense. I think the wings and just the overall appearance of the mold really just, you recognize it when you see it type deal. And also the engines look really good from that perspective. And the bottom of the aircraft also looks really good. One of the coolest details that I forget every single time that I go over the sides, why I always have to check the bottom. This antenna right here is so cool. I think it's absolutely fantastic that they get that detail. That's really nice. Also, the bottom looks really good with the stand hole. You got the main landing gear doors, where the air inlets would be, the small dots. It's really, really nicely done. And the metallic on the wings also looks really cool. But that antenna is certainly the highlight in the talent show for this particular aircraft. So yeah, really cool model here. Again, very glad to have it. I'll see if I can insert a picture if I don't forget with all the aircraft lined up. So the 75, 76, and 777. Again, I was never expecting Phoenix to do this. I thought Gemini would have been the company to make this in the future, but I think they've kind of served their time on the Oneworld as they haven't done one in a very long time with regards to the old Chrome, and they probably won't for a while. So yeah, really cool to get this. This is a very cool model. Highly recommended if you can still find it. Very good one. A tier, recommended in all facets. This is a really, really cool model. So very good one. Highly recommend it. But I hope you all enjoyed this review. Again, a very cool model, and I can't recommend it enough for any collection. See if you can stack you some 7.6s. They will be a very valuable asset in the future. So Phoenix, thanks for coming around, swinging around, getting these made. Really nice to have another version of it. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. But nevertheless, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name's Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name's Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.